My name is Daniel Hayes, and the day I thought would be the happiest of my life turned into the one I'll never forget. Not because of love, but because of betrayal. It happened right in the middle of our wedding ceremony, in front of hundreds of guests, friends, and family. And all it took was one whispered lie from her mother to destroy everything we had built together. I met Lily 3 years ago at a charity event. She was radiant, funny, grounded, and passionate about helping people. We clicked instantly. I wasn't rich or flashy, but I worked hard as a school teacher, and she said that's what she loved most about me. My honesty, my stability. For a while, I believed her. Her mother, though, never liked me. Mrs. Grant was the kind of woman who measured worth in money and connections. From day one, she made it clear she thought Lily could do better. I shrugged it off, thinking time and love would change her opinion. It didn't. If anything, it only made her more determined to separate us. Fast forward to our wedding day, a sunny afternoon in June. Everything was perfect. The flowers, the music, the laughter echoing through the garden. Lily looked breathtaking, walking down the aisle with that smile that could light up a city. My hands trembled as she reached me. For a moment, all the doubts, all her mother's comments, faded away. The ceremony began beautifully. Our families sat on opposite sides, some smiling, some tense. I noticed Mrs. Grant glaring at me a few times, but I ignored it. When the officiant asked if anyone had any objections, a faint, awkward silence filled the air, but no one spoke. We continued. Then, as we exchanged vows, something changed. Mrs. Grant leaned toward Lily, whispering something into her ear. I couldn't hear the words, but I saw the way Lily's expression froze. Her eyes widened, then narrowed. When I finished my vow, telling her how I'd spend my life protecting and cherishing her, she didn't smile. Instead, she stepped back slightly, her face pale with confusion. "Is something wrong?" I whispered. She didn't answer. The officiant tried to continue, but she suddenly turned to me and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Did you really think you could hide it from me?" Murmurs rippled through the guests. I blinked in confusion. Hide what? Her mother stood up, clutching her purse dramatically. "Lily, you deserve to know the truth," she said. "This man isn't who he says he is. He used you. He's after your inheritance." Gasps spread through the crowd. My heart pounded. "That's not true," I said quickly. "Lily, you know me better than this." But before I could say more, Lily's hand came flying across my face, a sharp, stinging slap that echoed louder than the music. The crowd went silent. Even the birds seemed to stop singing. I didn't move. I just stared at her, feeling the heat rise on my cheek. "Lily," I said softly, "please, listen to me." She was trembling, tears streaming down her face. "My mother showed me proof," she cried. "She said you only proposed because of my trust fund, that you lied about your job." I shook my head in disbelief. "Proof? What proof?" Mrs. Grant stepped forward, holding her phone. "Right here," she said smugly, showing Lily a photo. It was me, sitting at a restaurant with another woman. My coworker, Melissa. The caption she'd added said, "Daniel discussing his plan to marry rich." The crowd buzzed again. I tried to explain. "That's Melissa. She's a teacher like me. We were planning a charity fundraiser for our students. That's all." But Lily wasn't listening. Her tears turned to anger. "I can't believe I almost married you," she said, her voice breaking. "You're just like everyone else." I felt something in me crack then. The officiant tried to calm things down, but the damage was done. Her mother smirked in victory, whispering something to one of her friends as if she'd just won a game. I could have fought harder in that moment, argued, shouted, begged. But something inside me knew that if Lily could believe her mother's lies so easily, then maybe she wasn't the person I thought she was. So I took a deep breath, straightened my jacket, and said, "If you truly believe I'm capable of that, then you're not the woman I fell in love with." Then I walked out, right there, in the middle of our wedding. The next few days were chaos. My name was dragged through gossip and social media. People whispered that I must have been guilty. Only a few friends stood by me. I kept my distance from everyone, trying to heal from the humiliation. Then, about 2 weeks later, I got a call from Lily. She was crying. "Daniel, I'm so sorry," she said. "I found out the truth. My mother faked those messages. She even paid that woman to meet you at that restaurant. I was stupid. I should have trusted you." I closed my eyes, letting the silence stretch. "Why would she do that, Lily?" I asked quietly. "She said she wanted to protect me," she sobbed. "But she just destroyed everything." I sighed. "No, Lily. You destroyed it when you believed her. She begged to meet, but I couldn't do it. The wound was too deep. Love can forgive many things, but not public betrayal, not a slap in front of everyone I loved because of a lie." Months later, I heard Lily had moved out from her mother's house. She'd tried to reach me a few times, but I never responded. I wasn't angry anymore, just done. Sometimes I think about that day, about how fast trust can crumble when doubt takes root. I learned something valuable that day. When love depends on whispers instead of truth, it's already lost. Because a marriage built on trust can survive anything, but a heart that listens to lies will always destroy itself first.